Okay, good morning, my dear student. So today I am here with some problems uh, that we have been discussing in the previous online classes. So some of my few students were having problem regarding the factorize. Okay, so talking about the factorization of a polynomial. Okay, so this is for class 9 student, and in the last few classes we did talk about the how to factorize the polynomials. Okay, so factorizing a polynomial like quadratic polynomial having degree 2, it's quite easy. So there are some ways, there are some method that we can use to factorize the quadratic polynomial. But my few students were asking that if you have a polynomial having degree 3, so like which is called as cubic polynomial. So having a polynomial now with the degree 3, so how we can factorize such polynomials. Okay, so today we will be discussing about the polynomial having degree 3 or a cubic polynomial. Okay, so we'll just do it on the whiteboard. I hope you all can see the board clearly. So my dear student, so talking about this factorization or factorize of a cubic polynomial, there is some questions given in page number 43 of exercise 2.4. So you have question there in question number 5. There are some few questions like so I'll be writing that questions on the board. Okay, so x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So here it is called the the degree of the polynomial is 3. So this is called a cubic polynomials. So we are having a cubic polynomial. So talking about the cubic polynomial, so if you go through the book and if you just try to analyze what or how many root does a different type of polynomial have, so you can clearly see that a linear polynomial which has a degree 1 has only one root. Okay, so talking about the root, so there are number of roots for a different type of polynomial. Okay, so polynomial, talking about the polynomial, so here we are talking about the cubic polynomial. But if you have a polynomial like linear polynomial, you will have a root 1. So root 1 means the number of root that you are having for that linear polynomial will be 1. So 1 means there is a 1 number of polynomial. So what does a root of the polynomial generally means the value of x or the variable that you are using for the given polynomial. So talking about the variable and the roots, so linear polynomial has sorry a linear polynomial has one root. A quadratic polynomial you always have a 2 root, and cubic polynomial you have 3 roots. Okay, so to get the root, first of all you need to find the factor of the polynomial. So talking about the factor, so linear polynomial has only one factor. A polynomial so like so to get the factor of a linear polynomial, so for a linear polynomial you always have a factor. So the number itself will be the factor of the given polynomial. For example, if you have a linear polynomial x plus 1, so x plus 1 will be the factor of that same polynomial, because the number itself is a factor of a number. So if you go with the numerical number, then if you just say what is the factor of 2, then 2 itself is a factor of 2. So likewise the polynomial, linear polynomial, whatever linear uh, the different, for example, I'll show it on a board. So if you have x plus 1, so x plus 1 is a linear polynomial. So you, for this linear polynomial, the factor of this given polynomial will be x plus 1. So from there you will just find the roots. So x will be minus 1. So the value of x will be minus 1, and this minus 1 will count as a root of the given linear polynomial. So if you go with the other polynomial, like suppose x square plus minus 1. So x square minus 1 is a quadratic polynomial. So having degree 2, so for that, in this case, you will have a factor, you will have a factor, like you will get a 2 factor. So x square minus 1. So to get the factor of x square minus 1, you will get x plus 1 and x minus 1. So these are the 2 factors of the given polynomial. So to get the root, you will just write sorry, x equals to minus 1 and x equals to plus 1. So getting the root of the quadratic polynomial, so you will get minus 1 and plus 1 will be the root of the given polynomial. Okay, so here this much we already have done. We have already discussed the linear polynomial. We also have discussed the quadratic polynomial. But now here the question is, we will be talking about the cubic polynomial. So likewise, what we have been doing for the linear and quadratic, the cubic polynomial will also have a factor. Okay, so the factor of the cubic polynomial. So how many factor will have, the number of times, how many numbers of factor you will have for a cubic polynomial. So you will have 3 factor for a given polynomial. So you to get the value of x, or to get the root of the cubic polynomial. So to get the root of the cubic polynomial, first you need to find the factor. So unless and until you will get the factor of the given polynomial, you are not able to get the root of the cubic polynomial. So in that case, so first our main motives for this given cubic polynomial is to get the factor of the given factor of the cubic polynomial. So once you get the factor, then you can move on to get, you can just go with the finding of root of the given polynomial. So as you can see here, linear and quadratic polynomial will always have a number of roots. So if you talk about the linear polynomial, you will have one number of root, and if you talk about the quadratic polynomial, you will have a 2 number of roots. So likewise, cubic polynomial. So for a cubic polynomial, you will have a 3 number of roots. So 3 number of roots generally means the value of x, so that you are using for this given polynomial. So here the variable that has been used is x. So for that x, for that variable, so the values for that, the value that you are going to use for this given cubic polynomial, you will have a 3 numbers of value for x. Okay, so to get that value of x, first of all you need to find the factor of the given polynomial. So I have already told you that there are 3 factors to be that you are going to find for the given cubic polynomial. So this is the problem for a cubic polynomial. So first of all you need to get the factor of the given polynomial. So how will you get? So there are some method that you are going to use for a quadratic, but here to get the factor of the given polynomial, so there is not any specific method to find the factor of the given polynomial. So for that you need to go with the trial method. So trial method, to get the trial method, so in a book also it's given there in page number one example is done for you in page number 43, in example number 15. As you can see, there's some questions given there. So if you have a book, just open it and go with the page 43. So there is given there in example number 15. There is a question given x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. So how you are going to do? So here also is given that. So first of all, you need to find the factor of the last term. So there are 4 terms. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one is called the constant term. So constant term yahaniri kati cha 2 cha. So what are the factor of 2? So 2 को factor के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ 2 को factor हो 1 and 2, right? So 1 and 2. So first of all, here is given here, we shall now look for all the factor of minus 120. Some of these are minus 1 by minus plus minus 1 plus minus 2 plus minus 3 plus minus 4 as you go. So these all are the factor of 120. So 1 and 120 itself is a factor of 120. So here, so this 120 is quite a bigger number, so compared to the number that you are having in this question. So this is question number 1 for exercise 2.4. Okay, so 1 and 2 are the factors. So here what we are going to do is, okay, so by trial method, with the trial method we will just check whether plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 will go with the value of plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2, and to find the factor of the given polynomial. So we will be using these two factor 1 and 2. So plus minus 1 plus minus 2. Okay, so how you are going to do? So see, so some of the questions that you have done in the earlier work is to that you have been discussing the factor theorem and remainder theorem, which is already given there in the book also. You can just check that how the remainder theorem and factor theorem has been done in your book. So here I am just going to show you how to do this. Okay, so first of all we will go with plus 1. Okay, so let this polynomial be px equals to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Okay, so here we are going to use plus 1 as a value of x. So what will happen if you use in place of x, if you use 1, so what kind of value that you are getting for this given polynomial? Okay, so I'll just show you. So here is 1 square minus 1 plus 2. So 1. So 1 to the power 3 is 1. So here it's also 1 into 1 1. So here you will be getting minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. Okay. So minus and plus is done, and plus and minus 1 is done. So here you are getting 0. So p minus 1 is 0. What does this 0 gives you? Okay, so if the overall value is coming at 0, okay, so what does it mean? So here you can just go with the theorem that you have done in the previous exercise on remainder and factor theorem. So if you are having 0 here, it means that x minus 1 is the factor of given polynomial px. So how we are saying that x minus 1 is the factor of given polynomial. So getting the zeros of the given polynomial, that is already given in your exercise, some of the few exercises that you have done to how to find the zero of the given polynomial. So getting the zero of the polynomial, so how will you do? So you will be given one divisor or factor, and you have to just divide that given polynomial, which is called as dividend. So the divisor, when divide with the dividend, if your remainder is coming as 0, then you will say that the given divisor is the factor of the given dividend. So in this case also, the overall value is coming as 0. It shows that if you divide with x minus 1, okay, so x minus 1, if you divide with x minus 1, then your remainder will come as 0. Okay, so it shows that, so this is how we are saying that x minus 1 is the factor of px. So once you get the factor x minus 1, so you will move on with the next step. Okay, so sometimes after putting other factor of this last term, you might not get a value 0. So if you are not getting 0 here, then you will be not using that number for getting the factor of the given polynomial. Okay, so here in this case, in the first trial only, we got this value 0. So we will just go with the x minus 1 is the factor of given polynomial. So you can use, you can just practice in your copy whether minus 1, if you putting minus 1, what will be the value, or if you put a plus 2 or minus 2, what will be the value. So you just check it. Here in this case, x minus 1 is coming as a factor of given polynomial. So now, so what will we do? So we'll just make our mind that x minus 1 will work as a factor of the given polynomial. So we will rearrange the given polynomial in a way that x minus 1 will come as a factor of the given polynomial. Okay, so I'm just erasing this and we'll just continue. You just watch this board properly. Okay, so here the first thing that you have here is x cube. So you will just write x cube here. Okay, so we will try to by part this to second and third term, so that the number will be your factor will come as x minus 1. So we will just remind in our mind that x minus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial. Okay, so here in this case you have x cube. So to get x and minus 1, so we will what will you do? How can we just put here x minus 2? Okay, so see, we will just by part this portion. Okay, so if you so x cube is already there. Okay, so here you need to have minus here and x, if you put x square here. Okay, see, so if you put x square here, so x square minus x square. See, so when you add these two, minus x square and minus x square, you will get minus 2x square. So why we are putting x square here? Like I said, you just when you move to the second step, here your x square will come as a common variable for these two. So what will be remaining inside the bracket will be x minus 1. So x square will come in the common side, so you will get 1. Okay, for that we are arranging in a way that you will get x minus 1 as a factor here. So here, so this is already x square. So here x square is there. So यहाँनिर तिमीले के गर्छ? So यहाँबाट तिमीले फेरि you have to by part this so that you can get x square here. So suppose if I put, because this minus will come as a common, so here you need to put plus. So if you put plus, so when some variables comes in the common, then this minus will also be getting outside the bracket. So this will automatically becomes a negative sign. Okay, so x square is already there. So here you can put x. Okay. So if you put x here, so x minus 1 will already be there. So x is there, so here you can put 2x. Okay. So if you subtract minus 2 plus 1, you will get minus 1. So minus 1 is already there. So if you put the number with x and x, you will get minus 1x. So minus 1 is already there. So my plus x minus 2x. So the last constant term you are having is 2. See, so how will you get the common? So here, if you take minus as a common here and x as a common, so you will get x minus 1. Here also, if you take minus as common and 2, so 2x is here and 2, the last, the constant term is there, so minus 2 is there. So if you take 2 as a common number, so what will be remaining inside the bracket? So x minus 1. So we have rearranged the second line, and from the second line, when you move to the third line, you are getting the common. So in a way that in every steps, in every pair of numbers, okay, so here it was 4 terms, we convert that into a 6 terms, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so that a pair of a group of number will come. Okay, so we have rearranged in a way that we will get a certain pair of number. Okay, so from here we got x minus 1, from here also we got x minus 1 inside the bracket, and here also we got x minus 1 inside the bracket. So moving to the third step, so here you have x minus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 1. So if you take common x minus 1 in all these 3 pairs, then x minus 1 will come outside the overall 3 pairs. So we are getting x minus 1 as a common. So this and this. So what are the remaining terms that you are having inside the brackets are x square minus x and minus 2. Okay, I hope you are getting what I am trying to make you understand. So here, so now, so one of the factor is already out. So one of the factor of this given polynomial is already out. So what is left? So this is the quadratic polynomial that we have been left out with. So now from this quadratic polynomial, which I have already told you, that from here also you will get a 2 numbers of factor. So one is already out, so remaining 2 will get from this quadratic polynomial. X square minus x minus 2 is another quadratic polynomial. So we will try to factorize this also. Okay, so so one of the factorize is already done in these 2 steps. So now we'll move to the quadratic polynomial. So here you have x minus 1 is already there. So you will try to do this. So factorizing this quadratic polynomial is quite easy because you have been doing splitting the middle term method. So you can use this method here. So you have x square. So the product of these 2 numbers. So 2x is there. So 2x is there. So the sum is minus 1. So we can use, so minus 2x is the product. So you always have to just make sure that you write product at the side of the paper. So minus 2x square is the product and sum is minus x. So we again try to find the factor of 2. So factor of 2 is 1 and 2 is already there. So we can use minus 2x and plus x. So if you just multiply this, you will get 2x square. So which is the product? So minus 2x is there. So we are using minus 2x and x, and 2 is already there. So from here x minus 1 is there. So x, so a pair of numbers. So you have 4 terms. So from 4 we'll just group them into a pair of 2 2. Okay, so from here you will get x minus 2 will be inside the bracket, and from here you will just take 1 as a common. So x minus 2 will be here. So x minus 2 and x minus 2 is again there. So from here also we'll just take one common outside from the bracket. So x minus 2 is out. Okay, so x minus 2 and x minus 2. So we just take the common of x minus 2. So what is the remaining? The remaining factor is x plus 1. So in this way, okay, so this is how the factorization is done for the cubic polynomial. So the only problem that you will face is here when you rearrange the given cubic polynomial into we'll just rearrange the given 4 terms into 6 terms. Okay, so you need to just rearrange this. So once you are done with this second step, so the rest is quite easy. Okay, so you just need to know how to take the common factor from the given steps. Okay, so x minus 1, x minus 2, x plus 1 are the factor of the given polynomial. So if you talk about the root of the given polynomial, so how will you find the root? So from here also you can go with the finding of the root. So here also as I have already told you that cubic polynomial will have 3 roots. So from here you can go with the finding of the roots. Okay, but but here in this question it's not mentioned that you have to find the root of the given polynomial. So up to here you are done. So it's just only that you need to find the factor of the given polynomial. So this is the way. Okay, so this is called the trial method of finding the factor of the given polynomial. So the next questions, some more questions are also given there. So like in question number 2, the last one is 5. So you can use plus 1, minus 1, plus 5 and minus 1 as a factor. You can go with the trial method. Okay, so you have to try plus 1, minus 1, plus 5 and minus 5. Okay, so likewise in question number 3 also you have given 20. So for 20 you have a lot many factors are there. So 20 na factor you have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. So when you go with the trial method, you always start with the smallest one. Okay, so you can just jump into the next question. So next factor. So just try with plus 1 and minus 1. If your value is coming as 0, then you can use 1 as a factor of the given polynomial. So x minus 1 or x plus 1, whichever is applicable you can use. So if you are not getting 0, by putting the value of 1 you can move to 2. So in that way it is a bit time consuming method, but there is no other way to find the factor of the given cubic polynomial. Okay, so this is the way which you are given in the example of in page number 43 also. So you can just go with the example also how it has been done here also. So once you are done, it's all that you the practice that you need to do this kind of questions. So question number 3, you have 20. So you have lot many factors of 20s are there. So you have to just try with plus minus a, and the last one is 1. So but here the variable used is y. So you for a given polynomial, the y has been used as a variable of the given polynomial. Okay, so you just try it, practice it, and once you are done, and if you are not able to get what I have been what I'm doing in this board, you just go on watching again and again, so that until till you get the what I have teach you right now. Okay, so bye for now. So this is factorization that is been given in your book. So rest I'll be also uploading the next video on a different topic. So I hope you all have been doing the exercise that I have told you to do. And polynomials already, some of my dear students have already finish this exercise also. So if you are done with this exercise, so you already have started this third chapter also, the coordinate geometry. So some of you are doing, and you all are sending me this your work also. So next video will be on the coordinate geometry. So I'll be doing that video very soon. So for till then, bye for now. Okay, thank you.
Class 5.
मिसले हालिदिनु भएको रहेछ।